Discuss about the agencies of the United Nations. Last video I have explained about the organs of the United Nations, but in this video particularly I will go with all the agencies of the UN, that is your UNESCO, UNICEF, ILO, FAO, WHO. So one by one I will deal to all, but some background and some intro part has to be explained. So why this what UN perform basically. So the UN has two major functions to perform. Number one, to maintain international peace and security by solving dispute between nations and by developing friendly relations among them. So we have seen how UN have been performing to maintain the peace after the two world war. We have seen how bad effect could be felt after this first and second world war. So in order to gain the international peace not only in one country but all over the world, for that purpose this UN was set up. So this problem solving the dispute between the nations, if any two nation is having any kind of a dispute, so the UN has this responsibility to sort out this problem and maintain the peace so that they may not have any kind of a war kind of a situation. Number two, to foster worldwide cooperation and understanding to solve international economic, social, cultural and humanitarian problems. So after getting or achieving the peace, secondly we have to think about our development also, how we are being, that all the people in the world get proper food and the basic need. For that economic development is needed. So some countries are poor, some developed, some underdeveloped, some backward. So in order to make them proper on the economic scenario, so we have to have a proper mutual understanding among the countries. For that purpose we have to work together. Then, to maintain international peace and security, the UN functions through its General Assembly. We have seen General Assembly, all the member country, all the member. So at present, we have 192 member country in the General Assembly. So it is a basic body. Second is your Security Council, the International Court of Justice, and the Secretariat. To solve economic, social, cultural and humanitarian problems and to develop international cooperation, a number of special agencies have been established. So in order to get the economic goal, social, that means overall how we are developing socially, also cultural and humanitarian problems, so overall complete development, for that several agencies are required, and for that purpose only we have so many agencies working around like WHO, ILO. So they have been established, so they work under the supervision of UN Economic and Social Council. So all these agencies, so they work, they are guided by the United Nations. They get the fund and they get the achievement to get the target goal whatever the UN. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. In short, we also say UNESCO. UNESCO has a major role to play in our life. The UNESCO was created in 1946. Please remember the year. It was in 1946 when it was created, and its headquarters is where? In Paris. It encourages the spread of universal education. So basic motto, basic aim of this organization is what? To promote education for everybody. It believes that a better understanding among the different nations could be achieved through collaboration in education, science and culture. So what it was felt that if the countries are educated, so they can easily exchange all those development work, scientific work, medicated work. So that is why the collaboration of education is needed. So for that purpose we can help each other in the field of education and other scientific field. The UNESCO devote a large portion of its fund to project for educational and scientific development in third world country. What do you mean by third world country? It means all those backward countries which were far back, they don't have no access to anything, neither school, hospital, food and other thing priority. So that is what UNESCO, they give a maximum amount of fund means money. So they make a program in such a way that the third world country gets a benefit from the United Nations. It also encourages an exchange of technology between countries and international cooperations between artists, scientists and scholars. You must have seen our Bollywood stars are going outside the neighbor country and they are doing the cultural program. So that is also the part of a kind of a cultural exchange. The different countries children, they come and perform in our country. So that is also the part of a good kind of a humanitarian, cultural and other kind of a development to be shared with each other. The United Nations International Children's Fund, in short we UNICEF. You must have seen the logo and the emblem. The UNICEF had its headquarters in New York. So the headquarters, you need to remember, it is in New York. The organization was established in the year 1946 with the aim of providing aid to children and mothers in countries devastated by the Second World War. So in the beginning they targeted only those countries which were affected by the Second World War. So the some of it, why it was felt, because many children were, they became orphaned with the death of their parents, or sometime only the children is there, mother are not there, sometimes mothers are badly affected. So in order to get the proper aid, in order to provide proper help, medication, so this body was made to give a kind of a help aid to children and mother. The UNICEF looks into the issues of child health, nutrition, education. So three important things which UNICEF have kept in a project or a program, that is the health of a children and the mother, nutrition and education. It provides medical aid and medicines to fight diseases, especially in the underdeveloped countries of the world. We have seen how the polio programs have worked in our country, India. So UN have a certain target, what type of a disease, what type of a country, so they provide the medication, help, doctors and the medicines to all those backward countries which they themselves can't provide. It also assists in running of the child care center. It tries to solve the problem of a child labor. So in those countries where the children are put to work in at very early age, like 10 years, 12 years, so the child labor act is being applied. It has been asked not to have such kind of a force of children as a labor. A large portion of its fund comes through the sale of a greeting card. So the money to the UN, it comes through the, many countries are making the greeting card made by the children and being sold. So large amount of fund we get from the UN. You must have heard the card, Archie card. So there are various cards which is being sold in the world, and the UNICEF get the fund from those cards. The International Labour Organization, that is your ILO. The ILO was set up in 1918 after the end of First World War. So this body was set up before other kind of agencies. That is in 1918 when the first war was in the process. It has its headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. So headquarters is in Switzerland, that is your in Geneva. It was later on turned into specialized agency of the United Nations entrusted with the task of improving the condition of labor throughout the world. So this headquarters was made in the Geneva, and what was the main kind of a motto? To provide the improving condition of the workers, a kind of a labor who are working, giving up their time in the factories and industries. So in order to avoid such kind of a bad environment and a kind of a labor exploitation, to avoid all those things, this kind of a body was set up. Through various schemes, ILO helps the member countries in vocational training and small-scale handicraft. Do you understand the meaning of vocational training? So there are many other things like training them in an electronic projects, or giving them training for the mini handicraft item. So all these small-scale handicraft also come under this program in order to make them work themselves. It attempts to improve the condition of work and the standard of living of the worker. We have seen how early stage the workers had a poor condition of living, no proper house, sanitation, food problem. So the UN also targets to provide a better sanitation, better hygiene, better working place for the workers in the factories. It sets international standard for basic human rights and social well-being. So it also provides the basic right what the worker, what a labor have. So that is a standard all over the world. It was set up. It pays special attention to the problem of women and children. So the UN also targeted the women and children, those who are working in the factories and industries. So they also targeted there how to avoid such kind of a situation where the women is being exploited in the name of a labor or a worker or a children. It also endeavored to popularize the workers cooperative. So UN also motivate promote the workers cooperative, where they can, in a time of a need, they can get the loans for their any basic family problem is there. So the cooperatives can help each other. The ILO's decisions are not binding, but they exert moral pressure on the government. So ILO is not that they can move for the court regarding this, but they make a certain moral pressure that the government also makes such kind of a good rule for the people working in the factory, a standard rule for all of the people working as a labor. The World Health Organization, that is your WHO. The WHO was established on 7 April 1948, which is observed as a World Health Day. The headquarters of the WHO is in Geneva. So we need to remember here the established year, that is 1948, and the headquarters, that is in the Geneva. Regarding the WHO, the functioning, we will again explain or discuss about it here. The main purpose of the WHO is to improve the standard of health all over the world. So main target is what? Health for everybody. All people should be healthy in terms of nutrition and other way. It believes that good health is a fundamental right of every human being. So what UN thinks about the human health, that all should be healthy in having a proper nutrition. The WHO helps countries to strengthen their health system. It helps them by giving important medicines and other supplies for medical care. It also undertakes program for immunization against major infectious disease. So when whichever country is suffering from any particular kind of a disease, so UN target and they try to provide the medicine for those particular specific kind of a diseases where the country are unable, the government are unable to have a proper vaccination or the kind of a immunization. So in order to get or eradicate such things, the immunization program is also maintained or vaccination is being done. As far as now for corona, the different countries are working very hard to get the vaccine against the disease corona. So this is how the together we all country work. The WHO is concerned about the proper food and supply nutrition. It helps to provide safe drinking water and adequate sanitation to everybody. It had organized the International Drinking Water Supply Sanitation Decade 1981 to 1990. So not only the medicine but the WHO also need to think about the proper food supply and nutrition to all the people in the world. For that also we need to take a hard work, because some of the countries they are suffering from the food problem. They are the people die out of proper food, they don't get it 2 time meal, and the children are being suffered. So the UN also tried to provide the basic food, the proper food supply to those all backward country. The Food and Agriculture Organization, that is your FAO. The FAO was founded in 1945 with its headquarters in Rome. Again we have to remember the year, that is your 1945, the year of establishment, and the headquarters where it was placed, it is in Rome. The FAO undertake program for developing agriculture, forestry and fisheries. So three important topics have been mentioned under FAO, that is your agriculture sector, that is our farmer, whatever the problem our farmers are facing regarding the agriculture, seed, soil, pesticide, insecticide, water problem. So all those things come under the agriculture. Forestry, wildlife, forest, the type of trees. Fishing, again the kind of a fishes and the how they can have better quality of fishes, and which is a good amount of a fish for the coastal area. So its aim to is to eliminate the hunger. It has developed a program called Food for All. So these at all help us to eliminate our hunger, because agriculture, forestry and fishery, all these three departments, they provide the nutrition in the form of the food grains, in the kind of fruits and other vegetables, fisheries in the form of a fish. So it provide us food. So this is what the kind of a slogan they have made, that is your food for all. The United Nations Development Program, that is your UNDP. The UNDP was formed in 1950. This was a late body agency developed. So this is in the period, the year is what, 1950, with its headquarters in Paris. Now what its aim is, that we will discuss it about now. The project initiated by the UNDP aim at helping developing nations to make better use of their natural and human resources. Please understand, the natural and human resources, that means all those kind of resources we are surrounded by in our country, and human resources, what population we have and what amount of youth we have, so how they can help in a development program to expand productivity and improve the living standard of the people. It attempts to strengthen and expand educational system at the university level and support research method for the new discovery. Every country develop with the help of the scientific knowledge. So in all the country the research work is going on, as we have in our country ISRO. There are so many satellites being launched, and so somewhere this kind of a scientific research is being taken. So unless this scientific research is there, we cannot develop. So for that purpose, this UNDP provide a lots of fund and the facilities. UNDP also provide loans and grants to encourage self-help activities in the poor countries. So there are many countries which they are not able to have they cannot have a kind of a money for their development work, like research program and all. So they cannot invest a large amount of money for the research work. So for that purpose, UNDP provide loan means they can provide money to those country, so that these country can use this money for their within the country they can use for the research work. It also one of the agency which work to support the global program on HIV and AIDS. These are the two important kind of a disease which the country lastly 10 years back they were suffering. So the agencies were working together in order to come out of this kind of a disease such as HIV and AIDS. India has benefited greatly through these agencies. So we, the country Indian, so we have a lots of a benefit. We get the grant from the UN, and India also supported UN in various areas. Wherever the UN have asked the help from India, India also supported for that. So in return, India also got the kind of a help from the UN when there was a time for the natural calamities or certain things. So India was also the one to get the help from UN. Thank you.